It's been far too long, but finally we are back with another edition of Let's Play WWE 2017. And the reason why this one is special is because it is Battleground. As far as consistency, as far as contrivity, as far as whatever word you want to say, there really isn't anything I can say, and no more excuses, no more tightroping around the fact that I have a problem keeping consistent. And I know that keeping consistent really is the only way that you guys can get interested in the series, so I hope that even with that, well, I hope for my sake and for your sake that I can do a little bit better of being consistent with this series. So with that being said, let's get to what happens at Battleground and also why this event is going to be the start of the new WWE. Because I also just want to pinpoint this, that the WWE booked things a certain way. That they booked things a certain way during this time period, and I realized that very possibly the way that WWE was booking in real life wouldn't work in this game, and wouldn't work for me, and that's why Battleground is when we start anew, and why the month of July will not go out with the WWE staying the way it was, and will go out on a high as we head to SummerSlam. But either way, we kick off with Naomi retaining the WWE Women's title against Natalya with the help of Charlotte. But after the match, Naomi starts arguing with Charlotte over the fact that Charlotte helped Naomi keep the belt. Because you hear Naomi say she doesn't need any help. She doesn't want any help. And Charlotte just looks at her and says, "Without me, you wouldn't have that anymore." And just looks at her, shrugs her shoulders, and walks away. Which could be opening the door. Could open the door for something more in the future, but I can tell you this much, Charlotte is not a heel anymore, even though at the start of the series she was. She is not a heel, she is in fact a babyface, and though this may not be a babyface move, doing this adds a little bit of depth, and also, in my opinion, may tie back to a certain feud that the WWE has alluded to in the past between the Harts and the Flairs. If you don't remember because you didn't see the show, Mojo Rawley fought Connor on Smackdown this past week leading into the show, and it was only fitting that he would fight Victor going into at the show to fill in some time, and Victor won because I didn't really care who got the win in this match, and the game thought Victor deserved it more, had more popularity. Who knows why the hell they chose Victor, but either way, another big loss for the king of staying hype. But also, either way, if you look, yes, I would say part of the reason why this match did as crappy as it was, or as it did, is because of the fact that they didn't click, but also Mojo Rawley got a 28 in-ring performance. I don't know how much of that has to do with them not clicking, and how much of that has to do with the fact that Mojo Rawley just isn't that good. But either way, we move to Austin Aries time, as Austin Aries talks about how lucky Sin Cara was beating him 2 weeks ago on Smackdown, and how Sin Cara will not get that lucky again, and Austin Aries will erase that fluke from history by beating Sin Cara tonight at Battleground. And that is exactly what A-Double does, defeating Sin Cara with the Horns of Aries, and effectively erasing Sin Cara's victory from 2 weeks ago. But as you could probably assume, this match was in no other way designed to get Austin on the show, and that's exactly what it did, so I'm happy either way. Speaking of getting people on the show, Breeze and Fandango are on Battleground with another Fashion Files, and instead of having the hint dropped on SmackDown that things will end tonight at Battleground, the hint is dropped tonight that something will happen on SmackDown to lead to the end of the Fashion Files, or the end of this chapter of the Fashion Files. Thank God. So basically, Baron Corbin attacks Cena. Simply put, because I don't want to end the feud yet, and because Mr. Corbin, well, I think you know where I'm going with this, and this basically makes Corbin look a little bit stronger by beating Cena than it would with Cena losing to Corbin. I mean, with Corbin just losing to Cena flat out and ending the feud. So either way, the feud continues. And I'm very happy with how good this segment did. Very happy. Speaking of a feud that some might ponder what the heck is going on, since the start of this series, Shinsuke Nakamura has been feuding with the Shining Stars, and instead of having the Shining Stars play the numbers game and get the better of Mr. Nakamura gets the better of the Shining Stars, and much like his counterpart, Austin Aries, having his little program with Sin Cara to get him on the show, having Nakamura here is better than not having him here at all, and that's exactly the reason why Mr. Nakamura is featured in the match that he is. But tonight also closes the book on his short feud with Primo and Epico, and then now the question is, where to go from here with Shinsuke Nakamura? Where do we go from here with Shinsuke Nakamura? Okay. I'm disappointed. I thought this match would do better. I'm disappointed. I mean, I can see why it didn't do as good as it should have, because of announcing, because of Jerry Lawler, because of lack of psychology. I can understand that, but that doesn't mean I'm not disappointed. I am disappointed. I'm very disappointed in that I thought this match should have done better and could have done better. And I don't know. I mean, I'm disappointed. But either way, AJ Styles is the new United States champion, and yes, I'm going along the lines of what WWE did in real life with this feud, but just sit down, enjoy the ride, because it won't end the same as it did with WWE. And now we move to the next match with the Usos and the New Day meeting for the very first time, with Jimmy and Jay getting the win over the New Day using underhanded tactics, because for one reason and one reason only, and that reason is I didn't think that the New Day winning this close to number one their debut, and also the fact that I don't think that the New Day need to be champions right away. And that's why the Usos keep the belts a little bit longer. But now we move to the main event. Jinder Mahal, Randy Orton for the WWE Championship in an I Quit match. The reason why I chose an I Quit match instead of Punjabi Prison is because I think that the Punjabi Prison match is the worst match in the history of WWE. And that's why I chose an I Quit, because I think I Quit goes better with the type of feud that these two men have had. Jinder Really? Really? Number one, I think this is how this match should have went in real life, but that's how it should have went at Backlash 2 months ago, where Jinder Mahal didn't even win the title, but 6 months from now, they come back with Jinder possibly becoming WWE Champion, and putting in a good match good effort the first time, and coming back the second time and winning, after being built up tremendously in the past 6 months. But I just don't know that Jinder Mahal is capable of being world champion, especially for at least as long as WWE put the belt on him. At least Randy's celebration did good. Oh, lost his popularity in 23 regions. I'm excessively disappointed with this show, and I think that I need to do a lot to change things within the ranks of this company before SummerSlam. Otherwise, I'm going to be extremely frustrated with SummerSlam coming around. I firmly believe that Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton are the reasons why this show did even halfway decent and should have done a lot better. You know what? I'm actually going to give it to Baron Corbin, because his segment with Cena did a lot better than I thought it would. I don't really know what to say. I don't really know what to say, and that's why I'm going to turn to you and ask if you have any comments on how to fix WWE. Let me know down in the comment section below, because as always, feedback is more than welcomed and appreciated. And even though I do have some ideas, I have no problem changing plans and going with your idea if I like it better than my own. So let me know down in the comment section below what you think. But if you don't want to leave a comment, you can always leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ding dong that notification bell to always know when a new video is up on Wrestling Express. Till next time. Later.